back here, continuing the playthrough of the Starcraft campaign. Getting right onto it, when we finished last time, we finished with Tassadar getting rescued from the Conclave, bringing an end to the Protoss politics, and now going on to the more important matters, I guess, of saving the planet from, well, the Zerg. So let's get right onto it. Shadow Hunters, aboard the command ship Ganther.
Taro Adun, Executor. My gratitude to you for having secured my release knows no bounds. By all the gods, we may win yet. The time has come to let loose the fury of the Dark Templar. Zeratul, perhaps the time has come to tell our friends of the foe we face.
Indeed. When I slew the Cerebral on Char, I touched briefly with the essence of the Overmind. In that instant, my mind was filled with its thoughts. And I tell you now, our worst fears have come true. The Zerg were indeed created by the ancient Zelnaga, the same beings that empowered us in our infancy. But the Overmind grew beyond their constraints, and has at last come to finish the experiments they began so long ago.
So you see, my friends, we fight not only to save Ire, but all creation. If we fall to the Zerg, then the Overmind will run rampant throughout the stars, consuming all sentience, all life. It is up to us to put an end to this madness, once and for all.
Our forces shall engage the primary Zerg hive clusters in an attempt to weaken their defenses. Once their numbers have thinned out, Zeratul and his companions can infiltrate the clusters and assassinate the Cerebrates. Adun willing, the Cerebrates' deaths will distract the Overmind long enough for us to assault it directly.
And so now we have a plan. We're going to take down the Cerebrates to then take down the Overmind itself. So let's hope that this plan works a little better than the last one. So here we go. So we start out, we don't have a base.
We are vigilant. Your orders, Templar. We are vigilant. Trust me. Your orders, Templar.
Protoss.
We have the guys no men.
Receiving.
Protoss.
Well, at least our arms can fly well enough. So here we have some minerals. Base started up over here. This terrible, terrible base.
You address me.
And now we wait for everything to finish building. Hooray.
You address me.
Maybe in the meantime we can get Zero to run around.
It will be done.
Not enough mills.
Cast Narada. I do this for Ire. So be it.
Alright.
It will be done.
And we have some defenses.
I do this for Ire.
Well, thankfully we don't see Zero to
So be it.
that real quick.
It will be done. And Taro Adun. It will be done.
It will only last for so long until they decide to bring something along in the sea.
I do this for Ire. So be it. I do this for Ire. So be it. I do this for Ire.
Alright. Well, as per usual, let's get the base location started up. And then
pylons.
We have another Nexus ending right here, so that'll give us the pseudo pylon. Excuse me. Alright, let's get this run up and running. We don't have any kind of reduction for defenses or anything of the sort. We're actually just kind of hoping for zero to
You address me.
front cover while we're getting everything established.
We feel your presence. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
So they've already started attacking now.
You address me.
What would you ask of me?
She house. Protoss. Gauda. Imkasnim.
The nice thing about the Arbiter is that everything below it stays cloaked, such that if something were to come by, they don't end up seeing the units underneath. Alright, apparently the game itself is a little too loud. Whoops. So hopefully that's better. So let's see where we go from there. Alright, now we've got our forces well and covered under the cloaking of the Arbiter. Now, how do we get proper defenses out here? One of the... Sorry, the mouse is going a little crazy there. One of the problems with this map, of course, is that the setup is a little weird. You've got this terrain you can't build on around the only opening where the Zerg comes from. And then you have your resources split amongst two different locations. It's really quite awkward. But we'll get it working. We'll get it working.
I long for combat.
Start getting some... Let's do a ground force this time. Last time we went with the... last time we went pure air because... Well, frankly, I wasn't really sure what else to do with that mission, but... We're not against Protoss this time, so maybe we can do it better with the ground force. At least better than last time.
My life for hire.
Start gathering some XP. Building up some bases. We'll keep them around the Arbiter just in case.
It will be done. I do this for hire.
As we remember, last time that we fought some
It will be
Zerg
done.
queens flying around that were just picking off stray ground units.
I do this for hire. It will be done. My life for hire.
How long before this stops working?
It will be
Probably not
done.
long. Alright. Mainly this time we're going to be looking at Dragoons and Reavers. This way, we have something that shoots up, and something that does a lot of damage. Sounds like a good combination.
My life for hire. What
few zealots at the beginning in order to be able to soak up some damage once we go.
You've not enough minerals.
Let's get this node here. Yeah.
You've not enough minerals.
This many will at least be able to prevent them from doing any real damage. And we already need an observer. Alright. Well, we have space over here.
Complete.
And we can do something with that. Now we already got a mutalisk up here earlier, so no doubt there will be other attacks too. Let's make sure we're ready for them. Another pile up of minerals over here. Another Vespene guys are over there. Well, that gives us something to work with. Okay, probes over here. Let's get that running. Anything else? No. We'll keep the Arbiter as he is. We're going to need a shuttle because Reavers are beyond painfully slow. Guess if they're on the downside. I see a Vespene geyser up here. You can use a shuttle to lift up some forces up there. I feel like I'm doing something important. Like a prerequisite for Reavers. For example. Should make sure to turn the other side since I'm building there too.
You address me. It will be done.
Alright. Oh. Starting back in Zeratul because now we've got an overlord. Turned around and looked at him. The overlords can see through cloaks. Be careful about that. Let's build a few probes to send down this way.
You've not enough minerals.
I'm gonna have to research the
Upgrade complete.
Reaver upgrades. Some other upgrade just finished. Ground armor just finished. Get the Reaver upgrade first. Should be enough to keep us rolling for the time being. And now the first Reaver. And after that we should probably put an observer because being able to see your enemies before they're on top of you is usually a good thing.
This is
Alright.
For hire.
Hypothetically, if I bring the Arbiter with
For hire.
to attack from cover of darkness. We got our first week. I, of course, did not build the building necessary for observers, so I can't make observer. Okay, that sounded like an explosion. That's no good. Defilers have this interesting little ability that allows them basically to just deal a whole bunch of damage directly to the buildings, bypassing all shields, and it's a lot of damage. It won't ever land a kill, but it's enough to give you quite a bit of trouble. Alright. And we can do a bit of damage here. Before we move on to this Reaver.
As you will.
Where's that shot? Where did I bring that shot? Oh, right here. We got the shuttle. Come over here to take down the remaining forces up here.
Upgrade complete.
There you go. From a nice long distance away.
What would you ask of me? Immediately. As you will. Immediately. Not but all.
If it's good enough for me to hate it, it's good enough for me to use it.
Not but all. For hire. Immediately. Executor.
Your orders, Templar. You address me.
Alright, we have an observer down the middle. So now we'll be able to see them
Your orders, Templar.
ahead of time. We'll see that there are a bunch burrowed out here.
It will be done.
The second Reaver. That should be well in hand. We should probably put a couple more gateways. And a couple more cannons to deal with the likes of Ultralisks. What in... Oh, okay, that... I don't really know where they came from.
We are under attack.
That's no good.
Upgrade complete.
On that note, those things really do a lot of damage.
Will be done.
So I guess we're gonna have to rebuild that. That didn't go too well.
Your orders, Templar. Upgrade complete.
Looking at the sort of defensive buildings over there. Alright then.
Entaro Adun.
Surprise! I don't know why he's all the way over here. Bad rally on my part, I guess.
I long for combat. She house.
So, once this Nexus is rebuilt, we can at least start mining here again. And in the meantime, and get a few cannon stuff. That's so much better than last time.
I have returned.
That's a lot of Zerglings.
Trust Narada.
That's a lot of Zerglings.
Your orders, Templar.
So, gotta be a little careful with Zerg, because if he gets surrounded, he's in a lot of trouble. Alright. Well, it's at least enough to make sure they can do any real damage. That's no good. I gotta cancel those because, well, having a bunch of defensive structures with a single hit point is not exactly the most effective way of defending your base.
I long for combat.
I am needed.
Up this way first. Leave enough cannons down here that I don't have to worry too much about a major attack.
Commencing. I have seen. I have returned. Awaiting instructions.
Alright.
I am needed. She house.
Actually, looks like she's coming with intention here.
I am needed.
Yep. Intention.
Input command. Confirmed. I have seen. Confirmed.
And that's the Defiler's other ability. Dark Swarm. Basically, a Dark Swarm prevents any ranged attacks from reaching into the cloud. I'm not too sure why it used it right there. But hey. Alright, so apparently even now my sound is still too much. Alright, let's bring it down just a smidgen. Alright, how's that for the relative sound now? Should be a little better. Hopefully.
Make use of me. Receiving.
Alright, so...
She house. You address me. I have returned.
Yeah, there's a certain degree of working with the new hardware that, well, there's always some getting used to it. Alright. Well, while that observer's out there, we're gonna build the second one. Whoop, saw a red dot here. What's the red dot? We've got Zerglings over here. Zerglings aren't that big a deal. I'm hoping just not to encounter too many defilers along the way. Dragoons are just there to protect the Reavers while the Reavers do the real damage later. For things like base defenses and whatnot. There we go. That went well. Keep building more of these guys. And we're already running out of minerals. Alright, that's really time to make sure we do some damage. Alright. Yeah. Much easier than trying to fight them one at a time. Or trying to throw a pile of zealots that just end up getting themselves killed. Yay! Protoss siege equipment. Still inferior to the siege tank. Oh, no. Can we replace one of the dragoons? Oh, we just got hit by a plague. It's the father. Yeah! And that's why I don't like defilers.
Instructions.
Or queens.
Make use of me. I have returned.
What's going on over here? Alright. We're okay over there. So this is what the dragoons are for. The occasional random thing. Because each attack from the Reaver ends up costing an extra 15 minerals. So throwing them a little too liberally can actually end up backfiring some. There we go. So at least these guys take care of the base defenses. After which point the dragoons can take care of the rest. Alright. We'll do something like this. And the observer's spotted. Fantastic. Oh well.
Make use of me. Initiated. Confirmed.
Can't build Zerglings if you don't have a spawning pool. Take care of the Overlord's out. The other fun thing is if you take out the eggs, they can't build these. I don't have the kind of aim the computer players have, obviously. To always be right on the money with your scarabs. If we do it this way. We should at least be able to take out the remainder of this base. Maybe later we can make use of some of the resources, if need be. So we survived that attack. We survived making that attack. This is progress. So they're using the Overlords to carry drones. In order presumably to rebuild their base. So we've got another red base to deal with somewhere.
I am needed. Make use of me. Your answers. Vengeance. Confirmed.
Alright, let's take out the static defenses from over here. There we go. Since they can attack from outside the range. I guess they're trying to set up an ambush or something. Alright, so we are dried out on resources down here. It really does look like there's another base down this way. There's a lot of Zerg. Do we have a safe spot to land these guys? Alright. Oh boy. Let's get them out of there. Where they can actually fight back, at least. Guardians. Very powerful Zerg flyers. And a real pain in the Dragoon.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Also the main reason I wanted something that can shoot up. Let's replenish our forces a little bit. Alright, what do we got here? Get the observer a little bit out of the way. So somewhere on this map are some cerebrants. Eventually we're gonna find them, but we're not there yet.
Protoss, I have awaiting instructions. Receiving some Protoss.
I want to try to avoid that northern cliff because apparently the Guardians like to shoot down from above. Doesn't look like there's too much else in the way of defenses in the immediate vicinity here, so... Let's not overdo it. Let's not overdo it. That's overdoing it. Where is he going? In a game famous for its interesting pathing at times. And this is exactly why. Alright, we got this guy up on the upper cliff. Take care of him. Let's get that defense up on the up there. On the up there. Yes, I can talk. Alright. Move the observer forward. Try not to waste too many Reaver shots on drones. Save it for things we really want to bring out the heavy guns for. Any more? No. Okay. Let's invite these guys in here. There we go. And now they all go down. No more red Zerg, right? Right? I hope. Which is good, because we're kind of running low on resources and we need another base location. Ah. Alright, this is good, this is good. Another mineral location is always nice. If I look around, it doesn't look like there are too many random burrowed Zerg around here. Alright. A potentially useful base location there. Move the dragoons back to the middle, use the shuttle to, well, shuttle over a handful of probes. If I'm going to keep up the attack with the Reavers, I really need to have some mineral income. It's not lost on me that the gas income is not doing too well either. Maybe just doing long distance mining at this point. Put this up here. And let's just continue with the push. Now, one important note. Whenever we end up finding those cerebricks that we're looking for, is that only the... Oh. Glad I lucked out going here. That could have ended badly. I guess White Zerg is going to be a bit more of a problem. Brown seems to be focusing on ground tactics, but...
Upgrade complete.
White has the occasional Air Force come in. Alright, let's send like all these guys to mine gas from over there. I mean, what else are they going to do but just sit there the whole time? These guys can mine minerals. We've got 2 full groups of dragoons. And we're back up and running. Always make sure you keep everybody on control groups so you don't lose them. Alright, so the spore colony gone, we can look at what's around. Preferably without running the observer into the next spore colony. Alright. Moving forward a little bit at a time. And that's the problem with attacking. Very visible problem with attacking on a higher ground. You have a chance that you'll just miss. Now, if I recall correctly, the chance is supposedly somewhere around 20%, but, well, anyone who's played with the random number generator knows that you should never trust it. Never trust the random number generator. It'll always be against you, no matter how you're doing it. Well, even Brown is kind of not being lazy with their attacks either. Okay. That's no good, that's no good. Apparently we're gonna have to keep building that supply of dragoons just to be safe when we get attacked. Okay. The queens come by and do their thing. Well, at least our base is still here, so that's good. You know what? Safety. We made it this far, let's not risk losing it all in one sudden mistake.
I am needed. Make use of me. Receiving. Make use of me.
So among various units, there are a few whose pathing was known to be worse than others. The Dragoon is known to be up there along the top of the worst possible pathing. And somewhat recently I learned why that is. It turns out that the Dragoon actually has a larger collision box when it's moving than when it's standing still. So as soon as they all start moving, they all end up with they all basically are ending up standing on top of each other. So no wonder they end up jerking out all the time. And that's a lot of stuff. So if we just get them to hold their position and not start jerking around all over the place, maybe we can actually make some progress up here. Look at that. Progress. We don't have a Hydralisk den, can't make Hydralisks. I don't know if they have another one or not, but it doesn't matter too much. Alright. And there you go. Now we're just gonna take down that hatchery. Or lose our Reaver. You know, one of the two. I guess either way works. Put the other Reaver out. Let the first one regenerate its shields. No larva, no units. There we go. With that, there are enough Dragoons down there that if they get attacked from the bottom, they're fine. Alright, that should at least prevent any further reinforcements from here. There's a big attack from them. And the brown with their queens. Brown with their queens. Okay, that's too many.
Receiving 4 energies. Make use. The warriors have engaged the enemy.
Right, shoot from the take from the bottom. Don't lose the observer. Ah, yes, of course. So don't consider that this other little base might get attacked. Maybe they'll chase the probe all the way to the cannons. Hey! Victory!
Engage the enemy.
Alright, we're so focused on the attack that I completely forgot I should really be defending that, my only mining base location. Because, you know, mutalisks are a thing, and they like to come and kill off all your probes. Or whatever worker of choice that you use. They're very non-discriminatory that way. Alright. Just carefully, slowly move forward without jumping into your into the static defenses and losing half your force for nothing. Which all sounds hypothetical until you remember that although I'm not great at it, I have played the game before and, well, yeah. Alright, so this should be, since we're at the other end of the map, this is almost certainly where the Cerebrit will be. Which means it's probably the most heavily defended location on the map. Stands to reason. Oh yeah, heavily defended. And there's the Cerebrits. Now, because storyline, you have to take it down with Zeratul. Nobody else is able to kill it, because if they do, it just respawns. Because storyline. Anytime you wanna... And that doesn't stop you from doing a bit of damage, taking down everything else. And the nice thing about the Reavers is that unlike the Dragoons, the Queens can't just instant kill them. So with that, no hive, no reinforcements. Take down the anti-ground defense. Anytime you guys want to attack, be great. No? No? Alright, sure. Just keep on crawling forward instead of attacking. Guess that works too. The derpy pathing, right? So I guess we could just move forward at this point. There's not that much in the way of defenses. Cerebrits are protector too, so there's no point in having them there to come by himself. He would be very clearly seen. Alright. So at this point, come on guys. At this point we can start taking down maybe the other base, crawl our way into the ground base on the, which I assume is immediately left of here. Yeah, I may have played the game before, that doesn't mean I remember the maps by heart.
I do this for hire.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Well, I guess they're doing well enough. Take this down, no more fleas. Just the ones that are already floating around. And then he comes in and finishes off the Cerebrate. Alright, take down the hive. No, take down the Altruist and then take down the hive. Or just focus down the base defenses and hope for the best. Because those base defenses really hurt. Alright, there we go. Cerebrate will come over here and he'll be the one to take down the Cerebrate. Now, I don't know if he has to be the only one attacking it at the time, or... There, it's all good. And there we go! The Zerg Cerebrates were defeated, and now the Overmind's defenses are weakened. And so there's only one thing left. The Eye of the Storm.
Executor, our plan worked perfectly. The Zerg defenses are broken, and the way to the Overmind is laid bare. The time for our stand has come.
Indeed. My friends, this is our final hour. Not all of us may survive the coming conflict. Yet, death may be a blessing should we fail here. We seek now to destroy a foe that has ravaged its way across the universe, consuming all in its path. Now, it has reached the end of its long journey. The Overmind has come to destroy all that we hold dear, and assimilate us into itself. And I say to thee, this shall not come to pass. Ire shall not fall. Executor, I stand ready.
As do I.
Well, I guess all I have left is to see this through. The Zerg have taken everything from me. My home, my family, my friends. I know that nothing I do can bring those things back. But I'll be damned if I just sit on my hands and wait for the end. I want a piece of them, all right. I'm in.
Then let our actions speak for us. For Adun. For Ire!
Alright, so Jimmy's joining the fight, and we've got everybody in here ready to die and fail the mission. I mean, win and beat the Overmind.
This comes too late to you.
Hey.
The Godplane has witnessed your defeat of the Cerebrate. They know now that they cannot deny the necessity or the valuancy of your actions. We sought to punish you, while it was we who were in error. You represent what is greatest in us all, and all our hopes go with you. Entaro Adun, brave sons of Ire.
Wow. Does that mean they're gonna send some backup for us?
Very on point there, Jimmy. Very on point. And the answer is no, they're not going to send backup. They're just going to deal with one person commanding 2 bases and hope for the best. So, let's try to make sure it is the best. I'd mentioned on a previous stream that in Starcraft 1, I'm a little less comfortable with the Protoss than I am with the Terrans. So, the main force is going to come from the Terrans. Moreover, just trying to control 2 bases at once is a little more difficult than actually being able to run just the one base. but we're gonna do our best.
SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative.
It looks like there are more resources at the, well, more minerals at the Terran base than there are at the Protoss base. That's all. That's actually good. That's useful.
SCV good to go, sir.
As for tech paths, you know what? You just go a bunch of battle cruisers and call it a day, right?
Orders, Captain. Orders received. Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
So let's build up toward that tech path then.
SCV good to go, sir. Report for duty.
We require more Vespene gas.
Yes, Western gas. I'll get right on that.
Orders, Captain.
Somewhere up here, a couple different places, I should probably build some defenses to make sure that I don't have
SCV good to go, sir.
the usual nasty surprise of, oh hey, your base is being overrun by Zerg. That's never the surprise you want.
Right away, sir. Job finished. Orders, Captain.
Flying Terran building, go!
Commander.
Add-on complete.
Job finished.
I'm waiting.
So I don't really know the optimal victory approach for this mission. And frankly, I just don't think I have the control for the optimal victory approach anyway, so... Basically, it's just some basic defenses of both bases and battle cruisers. Because battle cruisers are fun anyway.
Report for duty.
Siege tanks for defense.
Orders, Captain.
I'm gonna just build the starports up here. The other nice thing about the Protoss base is that at least the defenses are automated. You don't need to have units in them. The Terran defense is a purely unit-based defense.
Ready to roll out. Destination.
Can be problematic at times. So, there's another base location. I knew there was one around here somewhere. Where was... Hey. One was a matter of contention, but...
Job finished.
Add-on complete.
I read you.
Get that up and running soon.
Research complete.
They have this nice unbuildable ground all over the place.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Why? Why are they... Why?
Add-on complete.
Roger that.
Upgrade complete.
Delighted to serve. Proceeding. Go ahead, Commander. Roger that.
It's like they know that it's a defended location, so they're not gonna...
Affirmative.
So they don't have to attack it. Instead, they go after the very vulnerable SCVs. Well, hey, so what would happen in an actual game if that's what I was playing, so... Live with it. Basically.
I read you.
Okay.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Eventually I'll need to tech up to the, you know, to get the ability to actually build some battle cruisers. It'd probably be important.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
We'll get around to it.
Ready to roll out.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
There. Covering the ramp.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
By covering the ramp, at least we'll be able to make sure that we're
Reporting for duty.
reasonably safe from attack.
Job's finished.
You've not enough minerals.
Orders, sir. Moving.
I read you. Job's finished. Orders, Captain?
Seems unlikely that we'll be able to fuel this much production unless we get lots of bases up and running. That's why we have base defenses.
Add-on complete.
So hopefully that'll at least keep us covered for production requirements. I should probably build an armory for upgrades, at least for the attack upgrades. I notice a wide open area
Orders, Captain?
that I didn't notice before, so let's make sure that we at least have that nice and covered.
Orders, Captain?
You want a piece of me,
Well, I'm happy if they attack the Protoss anyway. That means that the Terrans can then peacefully build up their force.
Orders, sir.
Job's finished.
Moving.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain?
Orders, sir.
Orders, Captain?
Destination.
Standing by. Rocket.
Upgrade complete.
Alright. We're going to do something a little special down here, though.
Job's finished. Job's finished.
We don't even have a gateway. Alright. Let's at least make a gateway, then.
Reporting for duty.
Ship weapon.
SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain?
Yeah, we desperately need more mineral income.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Go ahead, Commander. Right
Alright.
on.
Alright, Jimmy, let's go exploring.
Right on. Oh, yeah. Under attack.
We're gonna be okay. It's just one ultra for that. They'll be okay. You would think a big scary unit like an Ultros could be more dangerous than that.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
And you'd be wrong.
I read you.
This is Jimmy. This should be good.
Alright, we got another base location down here.
Right on. This
Seems
should be
very
good.
mineral rich.
Sounds fun. Right
How
on.
defensible are we
This
talking?
should be good. Oh, yeah. Sounds fun. Oh, yeah.
Seems fairly defensible.
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
So, let's
Roger
claim
that.
it.
Affirmative.
Claim it for our own.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, we can start that battlecruiser production now. At last.
Piece of me, boy. Ready to roll out.
Bye-bye, minerals.
This is Jimmy. Sounds fun. Right on. Sounds fun. Right on. Piece of me, boy.
Just one of the best abilities.
Commander. Outstanding.
So we're not going to be pushing from the ground. Let's try to lock it off as best we can.
You want a piece of me,
Oh, we have minerals doing here. Not great. Alright.
anytime you're ready. Right on. Oh, yeah. Right on.
Let's not overdo it either.
Identify target.
You want a piece of me, boy.
Right, now that we've at least got the bunkers up,
Report for duty.
it's a good spot up here somewhere. There we go.
Yes, sir. Identify target. Absolutely.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, so
I read you.
keep building those supply depots because
You want a piece of me, boy.
otherwise we're going to end up with that awkward supply block. Alright, let's send all these guys to mine up here.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
You want a piece of me, boy. Raider here.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
where are these
Right
guys?
on.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Commander.
Ah,
Go, go. Anytime you're ready. Sounds fun.
that's always fun.
Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot.
We are under attack.
Boom, boom, and we're good.
You want a
Oh,
piece of me,
boom,
boy.
it's a siege tank. We're okay. We're okay.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Boom is going to be throwing me off all the time, though.
Standing by.
Constantly going to be thinking that something got destroyed.
Commander, let's move. This is Jimmy. This should be good.
As long as it's just a siege tank shot, we're okay.
Sounds fun. Right on.
Orders, Captain.
Go ahead, Commander. Oh, yeah. Sounds fun. This should be good.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Guardian's down. I see some Zerg up here.
Sounds fun.
Looks like we're going to need some kind of mobile defense to
Read you. Right away, sir.
keep the Guardians away.
This is Jimmy.
Those battlecruisers aren't really fast enough for this sort of thing. And Jimmy can't be in two places at once.
Raider here. Sounds fun. This is Jimmy. Right on. Oh,
Upgrade
yeah.
complete.
Sounds fun.
Research complete.
Right on. Oh yeah.
Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright. Well, they seem to be leaving the Protoss alone quite a bit. That's the best news we've had so far. So they can just harvest in peace. Okay, so let's stay over here and get this other gas. But I have plans for these Protoss. Not very elaborate plans, but plans
Captain
nonetheless.
finished. Yes, sir. Report for duty.
Alright.
Identify target. Yes, sir.
Put one less siege tank up here. Put one more siege tank down here.
Captain.
Cruiser operational.
Oh, not good, not good, not good.
Job finished.
Looks like we lost an SCV to our most beloved spawn broodlings.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah.
I read you.
Oh, it's great when all that happens. So yeah, when I talked about the siege tanks being better than Reavers, it's not that their individual shots do more damage, it's just that they're more useful in general. They can shoot down cliffs, they can actually hit their targets. Always nice. Alright. Of course, I need a fleet beacon for that, don't I? No, I need a Templar archive. Okay. Alright.
Right away, sir.
We're gonna build an Arbiter or two. Because the only thing better than battlecruisers is cloaked battlecruisers.
Battlecruiser operational. Receiving transmission. Make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cloaked
This is
battlecruisers would be
Jimmy.
fun.
That should be good. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Right on. This should be
Oh, Scourge are not good. Scourge are not good. I'm getting out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Losing Jimmy would be, well, that would be the end of the mission, really.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir.
So let's not do something silly and end up getting our mission critical units killed.
Hailing frequencies open.
Orders, Captain.
Alright. We have the first set of battlecruisers. And we have supply left. Why don't we wait? Why don't we make more? I can't think of a good reason, so while we're building up, we can just do that.
Go ahead, Commander.
Receiving transmission. Make it happen.
And that's why we wanted air weapons. So they can easily take down a Scourge in a single shot. Which will take care of most of them.
Make it happen. Set course. Engage. Make it happen. Set a course.
No hive. Those are no units.
Receiving transmission. Set a course.
No greater spire, no air units, even if they have a hive.
Make it slow. Engage. Make it slow.
Moving overlords like that probably means they're going to be dropping units, so make sure that doesn't happen.
Make it slow.
Ooh, that's no good. Alright, put the marines over there.
Make it slow. Engage.
Alright.
Somebody shoot. Orders, Captain.
Good day, Commander.
Well, that makes for the first little subsection, but we're going to be doing better than that. We're going to do better than that.
Piece of me, boy.
Alright, why don't we get some shields here?
Hailing frequencies open.
Standing by. Jacked up and good to go. Standing by.
Alright, let's two marines.
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll. Orders, Captain?
Receiving transmission.
Anytime you're ready. I read you. Affirmative.
The only thing about using these battlecruisers, of course, afterwards you gotta repair them. Damaged battlecruisers don't do any
I
good.
read you.
We are under attack.
That's an interesting angle for them to come at. bad idea to actually let Tassadar be able to attack. There we go. So you can draw some attention. And apparently I need to defend this little section as well. Alright, well that could have gone better.
Yes, Executor.
Didn't think I'd have to put too many more resources here, but apparently I was wrong. Alright. Now,
All crews reporting. Good day, Commander.
at least get the really damaged
Crews
ones out there.
reporting.
Orders received.
And we're out of supply.
All crews reporting.
How long do arbiters take? Arbiters take a long time.
Orders, Captain.
Right, I got one of these things here. Let's look around. What do we got here?
Job's finished.
And here's our overmind. That's our destination. It's actually really close to the turn base.
Orders, Captain.
That's going to make things easier for us.
Add-on complete.
Reporting for duty.
Research complete.
It takes longer to build the arbiter than to research its abilities.
Good day, Commander.
I read you.
Alright, well, with that, we are going to be able to have
Job's finished.
our attack commence in just a moment. Oh, just in time. Now, hopefully we'll be able to fly around and avoid all of the,
Battle cruiser operational.
well, all the Zerg.
All crews reporting.
Upgrade complete.
Because flying this thing into the Zerg would be less than ideal, wouldn't it?
Job's finished.
Unless we attack from another angle, but could be doable. Could be doable. It's from here. Still a bit of a jump.
Receiving transmission. Receiving transmission.
Alright,
Good day, Commander.
just to be safe.
Receiving transmission.
150 energy, and as soon as that's done, we're going to be jumping in there.
Orders, sir.
Looks like in that attack earlier, one of the tanks went down. I didn't notice.
Destination.
Upgrade complete.
Let's have a spare or two.
Yes, Executor.
Why is this any better? Anyway.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
Alright.
Absolutely.
I guess some defilers came by here. We'll just have to be careful about it.
Yes, sir.
Hope for the best.
We feel your presence.
Ready to roll out.
Get them a spot where they won't take any other units with them.
Hailing frequencies open.
And then No, four of them stayed behind.
Take it slow. Healing frequencies.
Well, I guess we'll have to manage with this then.
Healing frequencies crossed. Take it slow. Receiving transmission. Good day, Commander.
We feel your presence.
Cloaked battlecruisers.
Receiving transmission. Take it slow. Healing frequencies open. Receiving transmission. Set a course.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Receiving transmission. All crews report.
Well, the objective is take down the Overmind, so let's take down the Overmind. I don't think that's quite how they had it in mind, but... Boom!
Executor, the Overmind has been weakened. I fear we have sustained severe damage ourselves. I will steer the Gantrathor into a collision course with the Overmind.
But we're doing fine!
If I can channel enough of the Dark Templar's energy through the hull of the Gantrathor, I should be able to bring swift death to the accursed abomination. Remember us, Executor. Remember what was done here today.
But why? You were doing so well.
Watch over you.
Oh well. So, with the Overmind taken down, I guess we have obligatory heroic sacrifice. At least it's a shiny sacrifice. As the chaotic, swirling energies subsided, a heavy silence settled over the battlefields of Ire. Due to the Tassadar's noble sacrifice, the Overmind was now dead, and the Zerg swarms were scattered and broken. But as the heroes surveyed their once glorious homeland, they realized their victory had cost them all but their lives. Ire was left nothing more than a smoldering ruin. Those few Protoss who survived the final battle could only wonder what the future would hold in store for their race. And far away, on the distant planet Char, Kerrigan, the self-styled Queen of Blades, knew that the time of her ascension was at hand. And that was the end of the original campaign, making it pretty clear that the story ain't over yet. All you did was destroy the Overmind. The Zerg are still around, Kerrigan's still there. And so next week, the expansion begins, where we deal with the, well, now what question. So everybody, thanks for joining. Hope that you're enjoying the stream, and with that, make sure you stay safe out there. The pandemic is still going, don't ignore it, alright? So, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next week.